Hola, 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 bienvenido, bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás, Sonia?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. Welcome, everybody, to Savvy Soldier Abroad. We're going to be talking about rest today. That's in alignment with what our theme is for our upcoming Sojourners, our upcoming Jumpstart Your Sojourn retreat. Siestas are something I love to do. Sonia's going to share about her practice of taking siestas, naps. It's really, really
I
important.
am.
Sonia, would you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, so can you I forgot to stream to my audiences on this, but I guess I can do that later. I'm Sonia Falayan, and it's a pleasure to be here on Savvy Soljar's platform this morning. I am originally from Kansas, lived in North Carolina for 40 some years, and moved to Chapala, Mexico 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And in my work, I help mature women who wish to level up to a more intentional lifestyle that includes freedom, rest, travel, and ease. And I am also co-owner of a bed and breakfast here in Mexico with Savvy Jones called Sojourners Vista del Lago. So thank you for joining us today. I'm really excited about this topic of rest, and let's just see where it goes.
Absolutely. Sometimes the loudest space in the whole wide world is between our ears, and we crave
Hmm.
rest, but sometimes we just have a difficult time in quieting that mental chapter. So if that sounds like you, then this is going to be a good session for you, because I just want to talk about four things that we can do as mature Black women to incorporate more rest in our life. It's necessary. It really is. So the first one I want to talk about is one of the things that I enjoy doing to help quiet the noise in my head is listen to music. Listen, and I love the music that you oftentimes play in your suite, Sonia. Just some smooth jazz, or just some nice soft music. I love smooth jazz. I also like some gospel, but I don't like a lot of bing 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 on a piano. It's got to be smooth. It's got to be soft. Sometimes I'll just listen to a waterfall. How about you? What kind of? It's more than background noise, right?
It is. It's. I think we're tuning into different frequencies, some of which are known to soothe the mind. Now, I will tell you that when you are not in the house, I be banging my music up in here. Okay, it's okay. I play a lot of Afro beats, a lot of African rhythms, drums. As a drummer myself, the drums are very soothing to me, and also drum rhythms are known to uh, provide healing relief to the brain.
Oh, that's good.
Um, so I have a lot of percussive music, and I listen to a wide genre of music. Just as having being a musician, I just have so much appreciation for all the genres, and what I really love is to pick out all the instrumentation in a piece.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah, the music is it's very very important. And like you, it is definitely part of what I use when I want to feel a certain way.
Okay, and I would encourage people to make some type of a playlist. I've read where it actually resets the nervous system when we
Hmm.
listen to certain music, and it's going to be, of course, it's going to depend on what your vibe is, what it is that you really enjoy. But I think it would be a good thing for people to do, whether it's they need to wind down in the morning or wind down in the evening. Get you a playlist, listen to some music, listen to nature. If you don't do it in your home, maybe getting out in nature. I know that we get to hear a lot of nature in Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico, and it's to me it's really soothing to the nervous
Yes, we
system.
do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And it's rainy.
So
It's rainy season
yes,
now, and so
yes,
the sounds of the rains are very soothing.
absolutely. That is so good. So sound can silence what stress sometimes stirs up. Keep that in
Mm-hmm.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
Another practice that I think we can do is the power of breath. I like breath prayer, where you breathe in peace and you exhale stress. How are you with doing breath work, Sonia?
I think it's very important. I'm intentional about my breath when especially when I am awaken in the morning, and when I do my stretches. But one of the things that I learned at our last retreat was the importance of just doing breath work in all of our daily activities. When we're
Mm-hmm.
brushing our teeth, when we're walking, when we're going up and down stairs, um, when we're waiting for a meeting to start.
Mm-hmm.
The breath. We have God has given us this life force.
Yes.
And so I think the more we can be more conscious of how powerful it is, I
Right.
think the
Right.
better. So just finding ways to tap into my breath during the day is really important.
And I think the one key word that you said was being intentional about it. Because, stillness isn't necessarily the absence of
Hmm.
noise, but it's more an awareness of presence. So being intentional with that breathing, I think, is really, really
Yeah.
important. So a third thing that we can do, which I've just recently started doing this year, is journaling. And one way to do something to help decrease the clutter in your brain or in your mind is do what they called like a soul dump. And I think the most important thing is that you don't filter anything. You just get the pen to paper and stop carrying what you can release on paper and just do journaling. Sonia, do you do any type of journaling to help relieve stress?
I do, but I am not a daily journaler. I journal on occasion or when I'm moved, and sometimes it may be that I'll just write one word down that I'm dealing with. The other thing that I do like is in the mornings I will make a small watercolor painting, and then I'll put some words that I'm thinking about in my journal. So my goal is to see what my little collection of paintings look like after a year.
Oh my gosh, Sonia, I believe that is something revolutionary. I really like that idea of journaling by painting and then adding words to it. I think that is really unique. And how calming. How calming is that?
It's very calming. Yeah.
Well, I love that. I love that idea. So doing a soul dump just before going to bed, I believe is something that will help you rest better. I know it does for me. But seems like I do more
Hmm.
journaling in the morning. And like you, Sonia, I do not do it every day. And then I don't have a specific
Hmm.
time all the time because sometimes I'll get a download and I need to write it down somewhere so that I don't forget it, and then I can journal it in a proper location later. So I use my notes in my phone a lot when I get those what I call inspirations. Oh,
But
that's
I
good.
think but I think it is a very powerful medium, and there's something about the tactile, putting your pen to paper, the sound of the pen on the paper, the connection to the brain. I mean, it's a powerful way of it's a very powerful medium to
Yes, it
use. It's
is.
very
Yes, it
powerful.
is. And you can start without anything in your mind, and as soon as you grab that pencil and that paper, stuff starts to flow, at least for me. And there are oftentimes I'll
Yeah.
say, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I
I
love our
agree.
creative minds. I love our creative minds.
Yes.
One
Me
one
too.
final thing that I want to share for helping our ladies to think about ways to rest is to honor the sacred pause and just take a nap. Come on, Sonya.
Well, I love the name you gave it, my siesta sofa. I have become such good friends with my love seat in my suite. Oh my goodness. We get together every day at some point in time, sometimes a couple times a day. Sometimes it's just for a power nap. And sometimes I'm just so comfortable where I am that I don't even get into my bed because I've just become my love seat and I, we've become one. What can I say? It's really it's a great source of joy.
Yes, it is. And it fits you
It's a
so
great source of joy.
perfectly.
And I have comforters, I've got Afghans. I love it. I've got these
Pillows.
beautiful covers. Oh, it's wonderful.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Yes, yes, yes. My
every
mother
woman.
used to take naps and I never understood. Yeah. Well, my mother used to take naps when I was younger and I never understood what's the big deal. She'd get so excited, but I understand it now. I do.
You know, Sonia, I don't know if they did it in the South, but in here in the
Naps
North,
are wonderful.
yes, yes. When I was in grade school, it was part of the curriculum for kids to take naps. And as we get older, we kind of got away from that because we were on
Yes.
that rat race and just thinking work, 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 work. But with my second child, I
Mhm.
would always take a nap around 2 o'clock, and so my siesta time is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It's like, and studies show that our bodies have a natural rhythm to dip in the afternoon, and instead of us pushing through and working, we should really lean into that pause and take a nap. 20-minute nap is it's going to help to
Yes.
to restore you. You're going to feel rested. It is just really healthy for us to do that, and I would hope that more people would do it. Some people say, well, what if I sleep too long? Or, well, just get a soft timer. Set a timer so that, but my body automatically will just kind of wake up. All I need is about 20 minutes and I'm golden.
Mhm.
I think sometimes the
Mhm. Mhm.
healthiest thing that we
Now
can
there
do for
has been some
ourselves is to close our eyes and rest.
well, I was going to say I'm sorry, we've got that little lag going on, so I didn't mean to talk over you. I apologize.
No worries.
I was just going to say that there has been some research um, that links some naps to a shorter lifespan, but I think we have to be very careful about research like that because upon further investigation, it's what they're saying is that some people who have underlying health conditions and
Mm-hmm.
ongoing fatigue, that's leading them to naps, and that's different from what we're talking about.
Right.
So I
Exactly.
would say naps, and I would also say that naps can also be helpful in indicating that we might need to get a checkup too.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
the
Yes.
utility of the utility of naps, I think, is very, very important. Yeah, it's important.
That is so good. I want to acknowledge Cynthia in the chat. She says that she's part of a nap ministry, and she enjoys smooth jazz and R&B. She loves
Yes.
music and many other genres, just like you do. Siesta sofa, yes, she has a siesta sofa, girl. I mean, and it's little, just like her. And it's just when I peek into her room and she's doing that thing, I don't bother her. I say, okay, I'll come back later because it's just a beautiful thing. And I think we all should have a special place where we take our naps. That way, our bodies kind of get, when we see it or when we're going to that spot, it's not a difficult thing for us to just rest and take our little siesta nap. It's a sacred thing, a sacred siesta. Absolutely.
That's right. That's right.
So in closing, I want to say that
Yes, I love it.
rest doesn't begin in the bed. It begins in our mind. And sometimes that's going to look like soft music. Sometimes it's going to look like breath work. Sometimes it may look like a mind dump and journaling. And sometimes it may be a 20-minute nap in the middle of the day. But I want us to get into the habit of doing that and just allowing our bodies to lean into that unforced rhythm of grace. Sonia, let's say a little bit about the retreat before we go and thank all of those who have chimed in. Thank you, Cynthia, for your contribution in the comments. Make sure that I know that you've already subscribed, but share. Anybody who's listening, if this is your first time, we welcome you into the community. Thank you for tapping in. Sonia Faloyan has a YouTube channel called Mind and Manna. Remember to go there, check her out, subscribe, leave comments, ask questions. We are here to serve. And thanks again for joining in today. Let's talk about that Jumpstart Your Soul Journey retreat coming up real soon.
Well, we are on our third iteration of our retreat, and it's just been a wonderful way to offer this to our community. And what I really love is how we are evolving and how our retreat is evolving and evolving and evolving and evolving. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The theme for this year's retreat is Yes, Sister, Rest. Rest is a radical move. And we're really talking about, we are really introducing rest technologies in this particular retreat. Our participants will actually be going home with with a concrete roadmap for how they are going to incorporate rest in their lives and to make it sustainable. And the other thing is, we know that our retreat participants will be helping to create rest within in their families and their communities. We also know that rest in if when we can tap into rest, we're really actually starting to change the social order in terms of
Yes.
what's expected of us as Black women, as Black people. Our productivity has somehow been tied to our worth, and that goes back, to slavery times in terms
Mm-hmm.
of our
Mm-hmm.
utility as
Yes.
workers. So we are really intentional about unhooking from that narrative. We're talking about why rest is a revolutionary act, why it's radical, and the power in it. The
Yes.
technologies that we're going to be talking about are absolutely amazing. And we also have activities and ceremonies that are going to help to uh, ground us in what
Yes.
we are experiencing. We have two amazing movement specialists this retreat, one in the morning, one in the evening. We're also going to be doing movement through flamenco dance and really paying attention to the pause in the dance genre and tying it into our own histories, because we do have African history in that dance form. We've got some ceremonies in the community with the indigenous community, and we have an amazing, oh my gosh, we just got an amazing closing ceremony plan among all the other things that are important. Chef prepared meals. Listen, it's going to be a thing, and we've got some other surprises too that we can't quite talk about yet, but it's going to be an awesome event. And that's September 19th through 2025, here in Chapala, along the shores of Lake Chapala, which has its own medicinal history,
Yes.
that
Yes.
we are really consciously tapping into this time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much. And if that's it for me. That's all I have for today. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening. We love it when you show up. And until next time, be well, live free, and prosper.